Hippity, 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 hop.
How?
Lion P. Diddy, you cannot be stopped. Yes, you can. I'm gonna kick you in the chin. Make you fall down to the ground, go around. Listen to the sound of the drum beat. Boom, boom, boom. On your head. What? Sorry.
What the fuck was that?
Randomness.
Apparently. Welcome back to more Viewers Choice 2013, the Real People's Power.
Free your mind.
So we got some topics from a couple viewers today, and we're gonna hit those like right about now.
So, the first comment comes from Mary.
Good old Mary.
Mary, how you doing out there, Mary? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? So, Mary gave us a comment. Yes, she did. She gave us a topic. Yes, she did.
And what would be the topic?
How the Republican Party is out to screw Americans in many ways, such as medical, environmental, and human rights.
Environmental, West Nile. Human rights, let's see, we have none. What was the first one?
And medical.
Medical, let's see.
We have to pay so much to keep healthy.
And then by the time we do get sick, it's still pretty much meaningless.
So I'm going to break these down.
By all means.
Okay. Medical first. We're going to go into medical key point here.
Okay.
Yes, I'm taking off my shoes because my feet hurt. Okay. The medical. First off, the medical program in the United States absolutely sucks dick.
Yes, it does.
We have to pay so much as it is for medical insurance, and the medical insurance is only there in case of you getting ill. In case of. So if I pay it and I don't get sick that month, I should receive my money back.
Damn right.
Because I did not get sick that month, so therefore I should receive my money back to me.
But no, they want to just hoard all our money.
And then they were like, oh, you got deductibles, you got your premiums and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you go to the doctor's office. After everything you already paid into your insurance, then you have to pay a copay. On top of that, a copay? Really? I just paid like $160 this month for my insurance, and I have to pay $20 more to go get somebody to touch my arm?
Oh, and apparently a specialist.
Like
specialty is the certain field in which your body seems to be in pain. You got to pay even more.
Like me, I'm highly allergic to poison ivy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
One time, this is when I was doing tree work, and I picked up. There's vines wrapped around a tree, through the chipper, so all that poison ivy went airborne.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it got on my arm. Well, by the time I got home, my whole arm was covered in poison ivy, and it was spreading rapidly. And I knew what it was, and I needed to go get the cortisone shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I knew what I needed. So I went over to the hospital, to the ER. You know, I'm waiting forever, of course, right? I go in there, I'm sitting down. The doctor finally comes in. Well, why are you here today? I said, why am I here today? Look at me. Look at my arms. You know, by the time I got there, it was already up this arm, and it already started to spread up this arm. And I said, well, I need a cortisone shot. I'm allergic to poison ivy, and it's really breaking out really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So the doctor in return goes like this. Well, let's take a sample. I said, you can't tell it's poison ivy? You know? So she goes just like this again. She goes, okay, well, we don't need the sample. It looks like you do have poison ivy.
No shit, right? Sherlock.
So she refused to give me my cortisone shot. Says she gave me the stupid pill that took forever to work. Right? I go back home. 2 weeks pass. I get the bill in the mail. Okay? $275 for a bitch to touch my arm. No medical equipment was used. None. Just for her to touch my arm and write me a prescription that I had to pay for. So that's wrong with the medical. The Republican parties and the politicians, government, period, put in the medicine world, oh, you have your medical, right? But then you also got to pay for your medicine too, right? Like the shit he got one day, I'm not going to tell you what it was, but it was a big old jug of liquid, right?
It wasn't even liquid, it was fucking powder.
And
two fucking little packs of powder stuck together, and I had two separate ones of them. $50 fucking dollars. No. Correction, no. Combined with the other medication I had, it was $55. That in and of itself was $45.
that means the insurance, yeah, they covered a portion of it.
Oh no, because it wasn't a generic brand,
Yep.
I had to pay the full price.
Yep. Ain't that some bullshit? So the government fucks us there, and the Republican Party as soon wants to come in. Mitt Romney wants to screw it up even more. Okay, moving on to the next part of it. Environmental. Our environment's so fucked up because they keep releasing the fumes up into the ozone first off. From all those stupid factories that shouldn't be there anymore. They were supposed to convert over a long time ago, and they have not, so it's still pumping all those pollutants up in the air. Like, I used to live in El Dorado, Kansas, and El Dorado has one of the refineries there. Okay? Literally, there'll be some nights that you hear the siren go off. When that siren goes off, that means you cannot go outside for 12 hours. Because they're releasing the poisonous gas from the factory into the air that we breathe.
Good job.
In Gary, Indiana, that place has so many refineries that it smells. You could be like in 45 miles outside of Gary, Indiana, and you can smell it. Because all the shit the government's allowed to get put up into the air. Now, what goes up in the air when it rains, what happens? It comes back down into the ground. So therefore, it soils into the ground and eventually gets into the water supply. Good fucking job. And with the Republican Party, yeah, they want to fix that. Yeah, bullshit. You always feed people what they want before you want to get in office. And once you get in office, you do the totally
shit
opposite. Part 3, human rights. We have none. We have no rights. We do what we're told, when we're told to do it, how we're told to do it, just like he said yesterday, a slave back in the old days. We are not slaves to man, but we're slaves to the government. And the only way to stop that is for the American people to stand up together. It don't matter who's in office, it's always going to be like that. But if we stand up together and unite together, all creeds, all nationalities, gangs, regular citizens, I don't care who you are, but if we combine our strengths, we can go somewhere. We can correct the situation.
The way I see it, we don't need the government.
No.
The government needs us.
That's true. The government needs us because, A, we put the money into the government. Without us, the government would be broke. Period.
I mean, it's not like they do anything for us anyway.
They do absolutely nothing.
They do what they need or think. No, I take that back. They do what they need to do to get into office, to get elected, to get the power that they want, and then they do absolutely shit with it.
Yep. Exactly. So that's what we feel about the Republican platform this year. Do not vote for Mitt Romney. He will fuck things up even more. I don't like a lot of things Obama have done, but it's not all his fault. He's cleaning up Bush's mess.
And that's a shitty mess.
So you give him 4 more years, he probably will achieve some of the things he set out to achieve. But he needs that time. He stated it was going to take time.
And if anyone, and I've said this before, if anyone's expected him to do all that shit, all that recovery, all that repair that needed to be done because of Bush's continuous fuck-ups, if anyone thought that he could get that done in a measly 2 years, you're fucking stupid.
4 years.
2, 4, whatever. I don't care. It takes long. It's a process.
So you gotta give him the time. I believe, even though I don't like the guy that much, you know that wholeheartedly that I don't like him. But I think if you give him the chance, he can do what he was set out to do. As far as Mitt Romney, don't vote him in because he'll fuck it up even more.
The worst thing that ever happened to this country was Bush. And I put that above slavery.
And that's even above Nixon. And that's
I will
pretty bad.
not talk about Watergate.
Okay, so we'll be right back with another topic from a viewer.